Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Vanessa Paloma Bajarnik. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. At this hour, millions of people are facing a new tornado threat across a wide section of the South. This is the same storm system that unleashed a violent tornado outbreak across Oklahoma Wednesday, leaving behind a trail of devastation. Several buildings were destroyed, and many people are without power. People are being asked to conserve water while the power is out. The storm also brought heavy rain, which saturated the ground, causing flooding and a couple of life-saving water rescues. And check out this incredible video from the damage caused by an EF3 tornado that tore through parts of Kansas last week. The video was recorded by an elementary school's security camera. The video outside shows trees bending sideways and huge pieces of debris flying through the air. The video inside shows all of the tables in the cafeteria sliding across the floor and crashing into each other. Check it out. Wow, luckily no students were inside the building at the time. But because of the damage, the building will not be used for the rest of the school year. The fight to stop abortions may be moving from doctors' offices and clinics to the mail service. The FDA approved mail-order supplies of the so-called abortion pills with a prescription this past December. It's for women in the first 10 weeks of pregnancy. A research organization that supports abortion rights says more than 54% of all abortions in the U.S. last year were induced by pills. Anti-abortion lawmakers are already trying to stop women from being able to purchase these drugs by attacking websites and out-of-state providers shipping those drugs. But abortion advocates believe they will not be successful. Parents in the U.S. with infants are finding it harder to find baby formula due to recalls and product shortages. So what should you do if you can't find formula for your child? Pediatricians say the key to managing the baby formula shortage is flexibility. If the formula your baby is used to is not available, look for the closest alternative. If you're not sure of the closest formula match, or if your baby eats a specialized formula for allergies, talk to your pediatrician. Do not feed your baby solid foods or cow milk too early. Those are not good sources of nutrition in the first few months of life. Pediatricians say as your baby adjusts to a formula change, they may have an upset stomach for a short time, but they will eventually get used to it. President Joe Biden has officially appointed Karine Jean-Pierre as the White House's new press secretary. And it is historic. Jean-Pierre is the first Black and LGBTQ person to ever hold that position. Biden praised Jean-Pierre as having the talent, experience, and integrity for what he called a difficult job. She will be taking over on May 13th when Jen Psaki steps down to join MSNBC. Jean-Pierre is very familiar with her new role. She filled in for Psaki on several occasions. Earlier this year, a school board in Nashville, Tennessee, made the national news headlines when it voted to ban Pulitzer Prize-winning book Moss from 8th grade classes. Moss is a graphic novel about the Holocaust. Then last month, Tennessee's state legislature passed a law that would make it easier for parents or school employees to ask for certain books to be banned. The law, however, does not include public libraries. So libraries across the city printed these special yellow cards that have the words, "I read banned books," on the front. The libraries are keeping any banned books on its website for people to check out as part of its Freedom to Read campaign. And finally, this is Mother's Day weekend. And moms across the U.S. are going to be showered with a record-breaking amount of love. According to the National Retail Federation, NRF, Mother's Day spending is expected to reach a total of nearly $32 billion, and that's despite rising inflation and soaring prices. Consumers will spend a record average of $245.76 per person. The top 3 gifts this year are greeting cards, flowers, and a special outing like dinner or brunch for mom. The NRF says one other surprising gift item was jewelry. About 41% of consumers plan to give mom some jewelry this year. That is the most the NRF has ever seen. To all of the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day weekend from your Sign1News family. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. Then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live panel of diverse guests to discuss the hot topics of the week. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku. Goodbye.